COVID-19 feels a bit like a dream, doesn't it? 2020 and its incendiary introduction into an unprecedented time, a mystery virus working tirelessly against us. We're sitting around a metaphorical wireless like back in the day. We're waiting for updates on our collective fates in unknown territory. Perched on the proverbial periphery, a lockdown lingered, social distancing was creeping closer, ready to bulldoze over life as we knew it. Scaremongering spread feverishly throughout the masses. Get ready, lads and lasses. Can you believe they're sending the army in? God, it's balmy to think 2 months ago this was just another country's problem. Go on then. Let's have one last knees up before they seize the pubs. I'll have another pint, love. A nationwide supermarket sweep swept through the UK. Are you okay? Don't come in if you've got symptoms. It's now a one-way system. No, only 2 per shop. Stop pushing, leave some room, stand back. It's 2 meters. We're stuck indoors, scrolling through Instagram, bombarded with a constant stream of spam, spouting snaps of who made the best banana bread, fed up of being locked up. I've completed Netflix, and what day is it again? Another Zoom quiz is looming, and to be fair, it felt novel for a while, to read novel after novel. The boredom crept in slowly. People began to feel the effects of being lonely, deprived of human contact. Haven't you heard? We're a very social creature. Our mental health began to suffer, like our brains were stuck buffering, waiting for new information to load. Fight or flight mode, you could call it. A cacophony of claps and cheers echoed around our cul-de-sacs and streets every Thursday night. Thank you so much to the NHS and to the rest of the key workers out on the front line, but what about those closed behind windows and doors, all of course, for a cause? Shut in because going out could mean far worse than a tickly cough. Shielded from the outside world like caged animals. Held hostage, lost in the system. You're told to stay at home, but what if your phone has no credit? They've said it's not an option to go out. What now? Too proud to say out loud that you're hungry. Ashamed to rely on volunteers to provide your meals, all the while sealed behind a door. Isolated and alone. Independence pending. And even though you're allergic to penicillin, I'd bet you'd be willing to eat almost anything, and the parcel you've been given from the government is covered in mould. That can't be right. Living off water from a boiled kettle for 3 days, it says here that your food parcel wasn't delivered. It figures you were missed off the government list when we sent it out. I doubt they'll get something to you tonight. Hold tight, we can send something with a volunteer. What would you like? What can you have? Please don't worry about it. A volunteer cries in front of a steering wheel, feeling helpless because the celiac meal a family needs tonight won't be there. Sourcing food that's gluten-free isn't easy, never mind in a global pandemic. It's hard to remain calm and composed when shelves are bare because even Waitrose has been infiltrated with panic buyers. There's no loo roll or pasta left at all in Asda, and Morrison's is completely empty now. How is that fair? Hasn't anyone spared a thought for those who can't get out? And then there's the rule breakers, recalcitrant and hell-bent on rubbing it in. It won't affect me. I'm young and healthy, stealthily avoiding fines. Well, fine. I'll be here, frantically hand sanitizing, agonizing over the fact I can't give my gran a cuddle. All we asked is you wear a mask. But it wasn't all bad, as it always does. Kindness prevailed. We heard tales of generosity and thoughtfulness from neighbours and strangers who just wanted to help. Like the rainbow painted by a child she didn't know for the lady living locked down alone, or a pink felt heart that felt like more than just a little gesture. Loneliness can fester, you see, so reaching out might mean nothing to you, but everything to someone else. That time you dropped off a bar of chocolate on his doorstep, or offered to send her some vegan recipes, please know you made a difference to their day. The person buying your shopping, Nothing too big or small an ask. Spent hours checking labels, found the time to deliver flowers to your door, or a tiny compliment that meant the world. And I might not be here if it wasn't for you. Someone said, I would rather starve than lose our 10-minute chat. I honestly mean that. It's the highlight of my week, just speaking to someone else. It's been such a difficult year, and to know there's people out there that care about my welfare, that take the time. Because really, time is all it takes. So pay it forward. Pass it on, because one simple act of kindness can make an impact that can in fact last for ages.